Hello everybody. How are you all doing? I'm Loomis, and we're back to Bloodborne. Hoping to finish the game today, just got a few more things to wrap up. A fight with Lawrence, and then I need to go see Gurman. See what his deal is. How are you all doing today? Hope you're all doing good. Here we go. I have to run screaming to the cathedral and die because I'm crazy out of practice. And also he sets everything on fire. Gonna come out, big guy? I need to get past. Whoop, there we go. Alright, Lawrence, what's up today? What are you doing? What you got going on? A little bit of exploding? Okay. That's cool, that's cool. Can't see a thing. I'm gonna have to trust my instincts. You can't see this enemy. You have to rely on your hearing, your sense of smell, your gut feeling of where he probably is. Oof. Uh-oh. Not good for me. Not good for me. Grapples. Fun times. This cannon. Maybe I could get some cheap hits on him with that. Excuse me. Can I, like, walk the directions that I'm pressing? No? don't think those guys tend to win. Ah, jerk. Okay, good start. Whoop. Truly, the camera is the greatest opponent in this foe. It's okay, I'm just warming up. Just warming up. I feel like this guy is going to be another orphan. So much fire. Hey Wallow, how you doing? Oh. Well, excellent start. You having a good day? Yeah, like to hear it. I am very tired, but you're probably sick of me saying that at the start of every single stream by this point. Yeah, bit of a rough night, but you know, it happens. Otherwise, I'm doing good. Here for an hour? Okay. We've got an hour to finish the game then. You got exciting plans for today? Ah! Cheap shot. I say, whilst repeatedly stabbing him in the back. What happened there? Just kind of stumbled. Oh, okay. Dodged into that one. Ow. Range. Could do with the timer being slightly more generous on that, maybe. Oh no. The health take function is cool in this game, but it feels underpowered. Like, I'm using runes to buff it, and it still doesn't feel great. I think maybe the health should linger a little bit longer. Maybe that would do it. Normally by the time you're done dodging a combo, it's too late to heal up from said combo, you know? Physics lesson to a high school boy. It's probably not the most thrilling time, no. Are you a tutor, Wallow Wizard? Actually, did we have this conversation already? So I know I've got a few people in my stream who are tutors. Like, part of my brain is saying, oh, another tutor in chat. What an interesting coincidence that should be drawn attention to. And another part of my brain is saying, you idiot, he's already told you this like 5 times. Oh, are you serious? This guy just didn't feel like going into his second phase today. Just had to quickly cheap shot me first. Let's do it sometimes to gain some money. Okay. It's not like a career thing, it's just you do the odd one shot to help out. Ah! Are you in the US, Wallow? Is it a big exam time over there? Out of the way, guys. I don't have time for this. Italy, okay. Pretzel's in the US, and I know he's doing a lot of extra tutoring at the moment because of exams. I don't think it's... Do we have exams at this time of year over here? I don't think we do. It's been a while for me. You get exams at around Christmas time, and then you get exams in the summer. I don't think we get exams at this time of year. Maybe we're the odd ones out then. Probably other countries aren't sadistic enough to give you exams at Christmas. Little tests all over the school, yeah, okay. I think they might be changing it to be like that now over here, actually. I remember they were talking about stuff like that when I was in school, but it wasn't actually in place yet. We just had 2 huge sets of exams each year. Christmas exam, well, winter exams and summer exams. Just to make sure you couldn't enjoy any kind of holiday, you know? Universities are like that, yeah. whole school system is a little like it. I think our school system's a little bit backward at the moment. We like to be pretend to be proud over here because and say that our schools and our hospitals and that are the super modern ones, but really the reason we're proud of them is because they were super modern like 40 or 50 years ago, and they're not super modern anymore because we've not updated them since. Hecking boomers. They got all the good stuff, and we're stuck with the leftovers. I don't know. I'm a little salty at the moment about British politics. It's not going good places. As I'm sure most of Europe is aware of and laughing at. Yeah. It was really good a long time ago and hasn't updated since. It's unfortunate. Is it chemistry you're into then? Well, if you're in chemist labs but also teaching physics, you must be a big science person. I can get behind that. Maths and physics are my two big interests at school. Hey Buzz, how you doing? Come on, birds. Have you ever seen a skinny physicist? They need some mass to work with. Ah, come on. I don't like this fight. I know it's a dumb thing to say because I spent like 7 hours on Orphan, and it was like 3 of those hours before I even saw his second form. Whereas I got this guy to like second form on my second try. But still, in a weird way, this guy feels more difficult than Orphan. Orphan didn't have anything weird or fancy going on. He wasn't exploding in fire or anything like that. He was just a tough guy. It was a fair fight. A good fight. This guy's on fire and exploding and dripping lava and crap. It's more frustrating. We're in the nightmare version of the cathedral. This is Lawrence, a Bergenworth student who went on to found the Healing Church. He was also the first person to become transformed into a cleric beast. His beast form has been tormented by his lost sanity. And I've returned to him his skull that contains all of that. But he's still a flailing mess. He's just he'll actually be at peace if I can use his skull and then kill him. No, Orphan is the final boss first. I missed this guy. He's optional. I didn't know about him at first. You're supposed to do this guy before Orphan. Orphan's way tougher than this guy, but this guy is also very harder. Very much harder. I think all this fire is slowing my game down. I must be queer-lagging. Look at this, I can't get near him! What do you do in this phase? He just sits in a puddle of his own lava. Maybe an orange stone ring is what I need. Ow, 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 ow! Equip the flamethrower. I've already tried bombing him with Molotovs. That was fun. I think that's my best attempt so far. Kind of tragic. Yeah, Wallow's already given me that tip. I threw Molotovs at him because you gotta figure if he's on fire, he's already really warm, right? So a little more fire would overwhelm his fire resistance. Seems to, yeah. I'm still figuring out his second phase. Yeah, I got the cannon. I got some quick hits on him, but I can only fire this twice, you've got to understand. Looks like I'm out of blood vials anyway. Let's go get some more. The cannon uses 10 bullets for each shot, and I've only got 20. So it's not gonna kill him. It's just some cheap damage. Yeah, I'll have some... It's probably not even enough to be worth bothering with. The souls are in the fight. What else am I using bullets for? Nothing. I did shoot it last time. I did shoot him with a hand cannon. Like I say, it doesn't do much. It's just a little bit of cheap extra damage, but that doesn't mean I'm not doing it, Buzz. Trust me, I'm all about that cheapness. Just saying, it's not a game changer. Maybe if I had more of a blood tinge. I've not really spec'd for it. Oh, yeah, because there's two cannons. This is the church cannon, and then this is the, regular cannon, I guess. Is this the one that you mean? Problem is, this one uses 12 shots. 12 bullets per shot. So unless I equip runes for extra bullets, I can only fire this one once. Whereas the church one I can fire twice. Yeah, I think this one was DLC. It's a little weaker, but I get 2 shots instead of 1, so it's a trade up. Yeah. Well, I mean, the church cannon does not match the regular cannon in actual damage, but I'd need to equip. I need to equip extra bullet wounds if I was going to use it, which isn't worth it when I don't have the blood tinge to do massive damage. If I was doing a Blood Tinge build, then the cannon would still be very much worth it, I think. But Blood Tinge is probably my lowest stat. Still using that axe, yeah. I mean, I don't really, I don't really have the upgrade materials to get the other stuff up to this level. And to be honest, there's not been that many weapons that I really like. Like, there's some that have been fun to play around with, but I haven't found any that seem to be as good as the axe. Like, definitely some of them are cool, and I could see myself using them in another run. Yeah, the Canehurst sword is pretty neat. Rifle Spear, Tonitrus, I used those both for a little bit. They were fun. But I don't know, the axe just has so much reach. It's got tons of reach, tons of power. It's surprisingly fast. So it's hard to say no to. And yeah, in the whole game I've only found one Titanite slab to get a weapon maxed. Like, you can buy them, but they're 60 inside. And to get more insight, you have to go to the Chalice dungeons and grind forever. So I'm gonna pass on that. Yeah, I've spent a lot of time parrying over this game. I guess I'm kind of parry build, except not, because parry is mostly skill, and my axe is mostly strength, so I've got a lot more strength. I don't know, but counters have felt like the way to deal with most of the things in this game. A lot of bosses are very weak to them. Ow. Except when I do that. That is one problem with the parries. If you're too close, you actually put your gun past them and fire, so they don't get hit by the bullet. Those are the most annoying ones, and you get a parry after you've already been hit, so you can't actually do anything about it. See if we can pull this off. Next Batman confirmed. Is it still DCU? Come on, do one of the things I can parry. Come on, get it. There we go. The Twilight guy? Writing? Directing? Playing? I don't know who that is. Is it part of the movie universe that's been constantly terrible, or is it a new Batman? Still haven't got the hang of parrying these pigs yet. Some of their attacks you have to parry really early, and some you have to parry really late. Playing the Batman, okay. Also played Cedric Diggory, okay. I don't know if you've never seen Twilight. I've watched each of the Harry Potter films once, and they kind of have a blurry mess in my mind. I think because the films themselves were a blurry mess. So does this mean it's yet another new Batman universe? Because they already had a different guy doing Batman in the movie, the DC MU or whatever they're called. Then a costume reveal. Is it the costume that looks skinny, or the guy himself who looks skinny? Yeah, I had... The guy himself, okay. He might bulk up to do it, but I don't know. Yeah, the Batsuit in Batman vs Superman. Yeah, we'll get some blood tinge and just see what happens. Wait, am I reading these runes alright? Well, to be fair, my pistol is upgraded like crazy and the church cannon is not. But if I read these runes correctly, my pistol does the same damage as the church cannon. Wow, I should just be spamming regular shots, I guess. Let me see if I can upgrade it. I cannot, I don't have regular bloodstone shots. But yeah, see the thing... The Batman vs Superman batsuit actually is one of the more realistic batsuits to my eye. Because the thing about a lot of the batsuits is that they're very big, heavy armored. Batman doesn't wear that stuff as a general rule. Oh no, I've got 7 bloodstone shards. What do I need to upgrade it? Do I need 8? Batman normally wears quite light stuff because he needs to be mobile. That's his best defense. His best defense is not being hit in the first place. Heavy armor would get him killed. So most depictions of his armor is actually too heavy. But when in the comics, when he's fighting against superpowered people like Superman or Wonder Woman or any of the other crazy super strength threats running around the planet, he does wear these big armored suits that look a lot like the one he wears in Batman vs Superman. The Batsuit from that was like one of the few things I liked about the film. It looked like what Batman would wear to fight against Superman. Okay, we need twin bloodstone shards now. So, grudging approval of that one. Yeah, if they're giving him a lighter batsuit, I can get behind that. But if the guy himself is too slender, that's going to be a thing. I'll say maybe he'll bulk up. I didn't actually watch the film, to be honest. I watched Man of Steel, and I was like, if this is what they've done to Superman, then I don't want to see what they do to my favorite hero of all time, Batman. No, thank you. Okay, so I need a Titanite slab. I guess I'll give up my remaining insight. I don't think I'm using it for anything else at this point. Running around killing people with guns. So he wasn't Batman for a start. Hold on, why did I suddenly get tons of Frenzy and Beasthood? I wasn't paying attention. Oh, what's this? Oh wait, is that resistance? Does having insight lower your Beasthood and Frenzy resistance? Well, that would have been good to know 1,000 years ago. Batman that had broken. I don't know, I'm killing people. Yeah, have you read those alternate reality comics, Buzz? The alternate universe where, like, Bruce Wayne was killed as a kid, and so his dad became the Batman? And is like a gun Batman, just murdering things? Yeah, he probably would have been good at that, from the little bits that I've seen. But, yeah, he didn't seem like Batman. Yeah. I mean, first of all, he's the Batman. How does he not already know Superman's name and the names of all of his families? Yeah, I don't know. I've not seen it. I can't really comment, but I've also zero desire to ever see it. I would actively avoid seeing it. Yeah. Like, you need to build up to something like that, right? Show them already having doubts. And that's the moment when the nail hammers home and he realizes what he's done. Like, I understand what they were going for, I just don't think it was good. Excuse me. Ah! Okay. That's new. I've not seen him do this before. He's got some sort of weird bell power. Yeah, that's something I could have gotten behind more, Wallow. If they'd made him more of a classic Batman who does not kill, but had him be willing to kill Superman because he's not a person, he's an alien monster. And his slow dawning realization that Superman really was a person. Just like, I don't know, just like Joker, who Batman always refused to kill. And Batman realizes that if he doesn't kill Joker, he can't kill Superman. And if he kills Superman, he's got to kill a whole lot of other people, probably including himself, for their various crimes. If you're already establishing Batman as some racist, murdering psychopath, it should just be like, no, your adopted mother is called Martha. Your real mother is called Kal-El or some crap. Stop pretending to be human. I mean, yeah. I mean, they had dozens of Superman's race running around on Earth a while back. They killed a city. Yeah, I definitely think it's a thing that that could have been worked with, but it would need to be done very differently. Is what I'm trying to say. Like Kryptonian. Yeah, why would you think they're not a man? Kryptonians are identical to humans in every way except they're allergic to green rocks and they get superpowers from yellow light. Body composition? Not that we know of. There were human Krypton hybrids in the comics. Which suggests that they use the same kind of DNA and have the same organs. As far as we know, they are physically identical to humans. Except that they react weirdly to yellow light and rocks from their home planet. Like, on their homeworld, Kryptonians don't even have superpowers. It is literally just Earth's sun that gives Superman his strength. He is not naturally super. Where are you? Okay. Superman without the super is just a man. Exactly. Exactly, Burst. Batman doesn't kill people apart from all the people he killed. I don't know. In fairness to Batman, Superman did kind of seem like a villain in Man of Steel. He did come across as a kind of... He did come across very unpleasantly in that film. I can maybe see why the way Superman acts would make people concerned. Or at least the Batman versus Superman, not the the comic book Superman, because the two characters share very little in common other than the name. Anyway, going back to the actor. Has he ever been in anything good? Like, I don't want to judge his acting skills on him being in I don't want to judge his acting skills on him having been in Twilight and Harry Potter, you know? That might not be his fault. Vial. No! I want that blood vial! Yeah, maybe he thinks people were just sleeping. Batman doesn't understand. No, I don't kill, I just put people to sleep with bullets. They take a long nap, just like my mum and dad are doing. Alfred told me that they were very, very tired after that film, so they needed to lie down. That's why he's taking care of me for a little while. Exactly. If that guy shooting my mum and dad just made them go to sleep, then they also go to sleep when I shoot them. And that'll stop them from committing crime. Alfred says I'm always grumpy when I wake up after it, when I've not had a nap. So probably bad people just need a nap, and then in the morning they'll be okay. Yeah, Batman's mum and dad are on a farm. Just having a nice rest because they were very tired. I mean, didn't the guy talk about how he actually really hated Twilight? Like, while he was making it. And how he considered the main character to be a sociopath, and played him as such. Oh boy. No! Well, this is me. I had a good run. Ah. So yeah, he might be all right. Who knows? If it's not, oh, man. I got two tries there before I ran out of blood vials. To be fair, I did upgrade that cannon while doing it. I'm saving the shots for his second form, by the way. No point wasting bullets. They'll do the same damage whatever form he's in, so I might as well make sure I'm on a good run. You know, I don't think I changed my... I didn't change my runes back from my farming ones. No wonder that wasn't going well. Yeah, if it's... I'm not watching anything from the DCMU, but if it's a different Batman movie, I might see it. We'll see. I don't know. I may be a little burnt out on Batman. Like, have you ever played a sequel to a game where in the game you're like, this part is my favorite, and then the second game is all like that part, and you're like, okay, but this isn't what I wanted, though. It was cool when it was rare and special. I'm a little bit like that with Batman now. So many Batman movies and games and TV shows and they're all kind of the same thing. And I'm kind of disillusioned with the comics as well because nothing ever happens in them. Nothing is allowed to change. I ended up cancelling my subscription a while back. Partly because no money, but also because... because I am sad and jaded. So, I read the one storyline that set things up to be very, very different for Batman and his crew. And in the very next comic, they had one of their big retcons that made it so it never happened. I love Batman, and Bruce Wayne will always be the best Batman, but dang it, I want a new Batman. Bruce Wayne needs to be killed off permanently. Everything's been done! He's done everything. There's nothing left to do. Let somebody else be Batman. And for real this time. Without us going through the entire storyline knowing that Batman is going to be back at the end of it. That Bruce Wayne is going to be back alive again. The Shazam edit? Okay. Excuse me, could I get the attention of maybe just one of you? Yeah, there's a point where you want people where you start wanting to see your favourite character and you start wanting to not see your favourite character so they don't ruin it anymore. Also, my favourite superhero is maybe Skitter now, not Batman. I've held off on saying that for a long time because it feels treacherous and alien to say that Batman is not the best superhero of all time, but I think Skitter is probably better. Willing to see other interpretations, like of Batman? That's why they need a new Batman. Then you can take Batman in new directions. Without having to worry about it feeling like this isn't Batman. Like, they had an amazing series of comics where Commissioner Gordon became Batman for a while. And the fact that he was very different to Batman was a thing that was thoroughly explored throughout it. And how a lot of people didn't want him to be like Batman, but he did, because he actually respected Batman a lot more than the average cop or government official. And it was really, really good. And Commissioner Gordon might be my favourite Batman now. But there was no moment throughout that storyline where I felt like Commissioner Gordon was going to be allowed to stay as Batman. Bruce Wayne was obviously going to come back to life the whole time. Around your core beliefs like moths to a candle. More fools come to feed the first flame. Probably way beyond my ability, but now I want to make an edit of Dark Souls where Gwyn is labeled as Burzum. The first flame is labelled his Burzum's opinions, and the player is labelled anyone else, as he comes charging at you with his sword. Skitter might be your favourite Batman? Yeah. Technically, I suppose I should... well, actually I'll not talk about that here, because spoilers. For like a... I mean, the book's only like 4 years old, isn't it? Maybe 5? The spoilers expired on that yet? Whatever, it's my favourite and you should all read it. So I'm not going to say any more about it. You better be good at parrying. Waiting for when I get to German in this game to see if he's as weak to parrying as Gwyn was. Your top 10 fave. My favorite book of all time. Also favorite series of all time. Ooh, for a moment there I thought they were gonna win this time. Thomas Covenant? Isn't Stephen the name of the guy who wrote it? Stephen Donaldson. But yeah, you have just listed my... oh boy. My 4 favorite series. In order. Parahumans, Malazan, Thomas Covenant, and Spot the Dog. Why am I using my short axe? Maybe I should have stick to using my short axe. We have similar opinions, let's be friends. I really need to reread Thomas Covenant. It's been a long time. I need to see where it fits into my current rankings. I remember it being really good. I was holding off until he finished the 3rd series, so I could reread the whole thing. I don't know if that ever happened. The 3rd Chronicles. I have stayed over long. Oh yeah, the language in it is beautiful. And I love the way he gives you a real feeling of depth of the world. Like it really feels like there's all kinds of cool stuff and different cultures and things going on in the world, even though he doesn't tell you much about them. He can deliver a lot of impact in a few sentences. Alright, see ya, Buzz. Thanks for hanging out. I don't know why I'm leveling up Blood Tinge, because I can't even get him to his second form anymore. Which is the point at which I want to shoot him. I need fire resistance. What gives me fire resistance? Arcane? Does Arcane give me fire resistance? Ooh. I am still wearing my farming runes, aren't I? I've just realized. I completely forgot to change them. Ah, why am I so stupid? I could be wearing fire resistance runes right now, but no, I'm wearing... Viscerals give you more blood echoes. It's okay, it's like training under 10 times Earth's gravity. I'll be stronger once I take these weights off. I wish you could just swap them. Like you can rings, but you can't. I might as well do a quick run to get more blood vials while I'm heading back anyway, since we're already enduring this loading time. I need to figure out my books for my long train ride in 2 weeks as well, now that I think about it. Oh, less than 2 weeks, like a week and a day now. My beloved e-reader has chosen this moment to finally die. So I either need a new e-reader or I need to move all my books onto my phone. Meaning to stop reading Ward for a while. It's another serial-like Worm where chapters come out 2 or 3 times a week. Save up some chapters for the train ride, but I can't do it. I'll have to keep reading. I keep finding excuses like, oh, I'm stuck in this waiting room. I better start the next chapter of Ward. Oh no, I've accidentally taken the rabbits out into the garden for a run, and not brought any reading material with me while I watch them. Guess I have no choice but to read the next chapter of Ward. The attention of the only one I don't want the attention of. I'm sorry, what was that? That guy sure youkened me. Well, that went smoothly. Souls back. Oh boy. Hey, Wallow. To be honest, I thought you'd already gone. I started taking it easy. Alright, let me finish this run round. I'll get some supplies, and then we'll wreck those guys. And then I'll have nothing to do for the rest of the stream. I'll just sit here awkwardly looking at the camera. And you'll leave me to it, so I can't even maintain a conversation. Oh! Is there any worse sound on the battlefield than your own gun making an empty click? Our way back. Missed it. There we go. Okay, off we go. Heck. On a time limit now. Let's get out of here. Can't be running around places. Oh, Arcane doesn't raise my fire resistance? Does anything raise my fire resistance? No. Heck. Okay, here we go. No more holding back. Maybe I should be wearing like the Charred Hunter's garb. I mean, he does a lot of physical damage as well, I don't know. Don't mind me. You guys just keep on doing what you're doing. The camera betrayal in this fight is real. I have no idea what's going on at any point. And yet he's not quite big and slow enough that I can afford to turn off lock-on. That also causes me trouble. Okay. If you get right behind him, like right up close, he struggles to hit you. Well, at least he briefly was struggling to hit me, I don't know. Ah, dang it. Thought I had that one under control. You never bleed out slowly in one of these fights. It's always going great until they punch a hole clean through you. Last try. Ooh. The pressure. Does this kid really need his physics? Ask him if he's considered creative writing instead. Molotov cocktail, that's not what I was expecting to get there. Chilling for a moment? Okay. Oh. Exactly. I mean, what does knowing how the universe works ever done for us? Oh. Oh, he didn't actually get me. I thought I was dead, though. Or at least in a lot of pain. Okay. Oof. I don't know how to fight this phase, is the thing. If I'm behind him, I stumble on lava. If I'm in front of him, I take those powerful attacks. Like, can I get to the side? Sure, you can just spin round. That's reasonable. I don't think I could spin like that if I had no legs. Can I get you to keep doing the fire breath move? That one works real well for me. This one too, if I can not stand in the lava while you're doing it anyway. No! Come on! There we go, Wallow. For you. For you, I went to 5% of my maximum power. Absolutely, Wallow. I was holding back. I didn't want to just break his spirit, you know? I just wanted, I wanted to enjoy a fight. I had to use only a fraction of my true power. But time was up, so I had to unleash my full strength. Yeah, sorry about that. So I got less of bullets. I'm not expecting German to be much of a fight after the DLC bosses, but we'll see. The umbilical cords. Yeah, I don't know how many I've used. I don't know whether I've used 2 or 3. I honestly can't remember. I do know I'm fighting German like this, though. Have them need to actually use them. I think I've used them. Oh, look at this. I've got tons of echo items. Let's buy some blood vials and get serious. Yeah, I've definitely found at least 2 of them. I don't know if I found the 3rd. If I haven't found it, I've got no idea where to start looking. Alright, dude. What do you got going on? Oh, I don't... I'm honestly not sure. Wasn't she already dead? Excuse me, sir. If you could be parried, I'd appreciate it. Oh, I forgot to change my runes around as well. Yeah, it's been a long night. We've been at this for a while. Alright. See ya, Wallow. Thanks for hanging out. It's been real good. Enjoy your tutoring. I hope I'll see you next time. I think we're doing Hollow Knight after this, and then probably Dark Souls 3 after that. Glad to hear it. Thanks for being here. It's been a wild ride. Really enjoyed this game. Ooh. He's a lot faster with his scythe shortened. Ooh. Wait, he staggered me from me firing my gun? I thought you couldn't... Uh-oh. You can stagger people using ranged attacks. Oh. Okay, we're doing flash stepping now, I see. I like that he uses the scythe to hook. Something you don't often see in fiction, but would have been something that you'd actually do if you had a weapon shaped like that. Not that you'd ideally want a weapon shaped like a scythe. Real world war scythes, you straightened out the blade so it was more like a spear. I really wish I'd changed my runes. That would alter the entire way this fight is going. Oh well. It's more a scouting run than anything. Seeing what he does. So yeah, he is not easy to parry in his second form. Get through his first form quite comfortably though. So yeah, visceral attacks heal would be a huge help. Volley potential and damage reduction, those are both good. I don't know whether I want stronger visceral attacks maybe in place of one of those. I don't know if I'm going to be parrying my way through first form and then just axing him in second. So I don't want to go too heavy on my visceral stuff, I guess. I hate that move, I'll tell you that much for free. you like to be parried by any of these? Thank you. I parried him and I didn't realize it in time. Uh-oh. I don't know what he's doing, but I wish he wasn't doing it. Okay. Powering up from the moonlight. I can still get some parries on him in this stage. Maybe the claw mark wounds wouldn't be a bad idea. Whoop. Not that it matters, I guess. Second try. Cars? I suddenly don't understand anything. Okay. Yeah, not unexpectedly we have to take German's place.
Begins again.
I wasn't expecting Kaz to show up and enforce it personally, though. Kaz wants the, hunt to happen? Huh. So I'm guessing that wasn't the true ending. The true ending, do you fight Kaz? Guess I'll have to replay this sometime and find out. Can definitely see myself coming back to this someday. That was lots of fun. I think my second favourite Soulsborne after Demon's Souls. Definitely top tier. And the DLC was so good. I was a little burned on DLC after the terrible DLC of Dark Souls 2. But this definitely made up for it. I think the DLC was the best part of the game in this one. Special thanks to Chikage Yamamura. Chikage? So it's named after him? I wonder if there was like a contest to have a weapon named after you or something, and they got really lucky by having a guy win whose name literally means blood shadow. we had a poll going for what the next game would be, and it's gonna be Hollow Knight. So I'll be starting that next Tuesday. See where it takes us. I've been excited to play Hollow Knight for a while. It's like my sort of thing. Of course there'll be another poll after Hollow Knight for what we play next, but I'm guessing it's going to be Dark Souls 3. I was surprised it wasn't Dark Souls 3 this time. But it was a landslide for Hollow Knight. Miyazaki, Seishiro Hata. Kazuo Kato. Nabuki Nagai. I just like to read random names when I'm credit watching. I'm not going to remember any of them, but these people worked on this stuff and they deserve some acknowledgement. Chad Shoemaker. Colby Turner. Chiru Man. Probably Chiru Mane, but still. Jill Erb. Wasn't she in Resident Evil? What set the ancestor down his dark route, or perhaps what kept him on it. I wonder how he escaped from the hunter's dream to go cause Darkest Dungeon. Oh well, there's nothing he won't stoop to. I guess you fight Kaz in the true ending? Feels a little weird because Kaz hasn't really done anything wrong. Probably barely comprehends the stuff that's going on down here. But I suppose it's like fighting Orphan. Orphan hadn't done anything wrong either, but Orphan had to end for everyone else to be at peace. The true ending, I guess, maybe you defeat Kaz, and it's the end of the hunt. Although it's implied that there were hunts before they, there were hunts long before they encountered Kaz, right? From the Tomb of the Gods. Well, to stop people at least from appealing to Kaz with children, and thereby bringing about these particularly bad hunts. In New Game Plus, you should get to make a new character. Your stats would carry over, but you'd make them look... you'd give them a new appearance and new name. And your old character would take German's place. Dragon's Dogma kinda does that. I mean, you can play the same character again if you want, or you can make a completely new one, but canonically your pawn takes your place. This bit's a lot less unsettling in retrospect. Messengers are just friendly fellows. They're here to help.
You found yourself a hunter.
I'm not gonna go far in this, but I'm kinda curious. What happens if you beat the wolf instead of dying to it? Since theoretically you could do it at the start of the game, it just wouldn't be easy. Like, at what point do you end up in the hunter's dream? Do you just wander until you die for the first time? Is it possible to beat the whole game without ever going to the hunter's dream? I kinda like to watch a playthrough where somebody did that. Suddenly nobody seems to be stopping me. Yeah, I guess if you don't die to the werewolf, you just keep going until you die to something else. I suppose you have to go to the hunter's dream eventually. To fight German, but potentially fighting German could be the first time you go there. Be the whole rest of the game, then beam in, then take a lantern in, I guess. Yeah, I suppose I can still take a lantern in. I don't have to keep going until I die. Ew, I missed this guy my first time through. probably been useful to have found this guy on my first time through. At least when I first came here. I did find him later, but there's some other context there. Return to the Hunter's Dream. I've not been there yet. Did I get this cutscene the first time I came here? Presumably I did, because it looks like it's meant to happen after you've died. Doll's not awake even though I've got insight. I wonder if I have to gain insight for her to awaken. Just buy a cause parasite. Can't get oh no, here it is. Heavy old blade. Masterpiece that defined the entire array of weapons crafted at the workshop. The blade is forged of siderite, said to have fallen from the heavens. Gurman surely saw the hunt as a dirge of farewell, wishing only that his prey might rest in peace, never again to awaken to another harrowing nightmare. Did he have a specific weapon? Like a specific gun? I guess not. Gurman's hunter garb. Created before the workshop existed by making adjustments to everyday clothing, and later became the basis for all hunter's garb. The hunter's emphasis on engaging beasts with speed, and therefore of selecting lightweight attire, no doubt traces back to Gurman's own combat style. Hunter's badge has no practical purpose, except perhaps to assist in romanticizing about the past. Special privilege for hunters of the past and should not be dishonored. Should be left in peace unless one is truly prepared to assume the will of those gone before. Did I get this from, hey Tillycat, what are you up to? Did I get this from Lawrence? ghostly form with accentuated transformation effects. Yeah, okay. Like the people in the forest. Just out of curiosity. Hmm. Vanished. Just a projection? Maybe the true German is always waiting by the tree. Well, what's up, Tilly? Okay. Well, I guess we finished, guys. Not sure what to do for the last hour or so. Don't really want to start Hollow Knight right now. Normally I'd play some FTL, but technically we've met our goal in that. Maybe I'll call it there. Take an afternoon off and I'll see you guys for the team stream later. In 3 3/4 hours. We'll be having the team stream. A few of us playing some League together. Having some chill times. And I'll be starting Hollow Knight on Tuesday. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope to see you all next time.